Hello, I am Hemlata Dharmasaktu, Assistant Professor in Physics from Indira Priyadarsini Government Girls Postgraduate College of Commerce, Haldwani. Today we are discussing about light. What is light? We have five sense organs, namely eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. The sense associated with eye is vision or sight, and light enables us to see objects. Here are some examples of this sources of light. These bodies are known as the luminous bodies. Then, what light is? It is a wave or particle. Let's see. Here are the timeline for theory of light. We know that the Greeks were aware about the rectilinear propagation of light. They knew the when light is reflected from a mirror, then the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. In 300 BC, Euclid book Catoptrics tells us about the reflection and refraction of light. In 130 AD, Ptolemy measures the angle of reflection and angle of refraction. In 1280, spectral lenses came into use to correct the faulty vision. Then von Leeuwenhoek developed the first microscope. In 1621, Snell discovers the law of refraction. Then in 1675, Newton gave his famous corpuscular or particle theory of light. According to this theory, the luminous body emits streams of extremely small particles called the corpuscles in all possible directions. They travel through the medium with tremendous speed but finite speed in straight line path. This Newton's corpuscle theory explained the straight line propagation and reflection and refraction of light. However, this theory could not explain this diffraction and Newton's ring phenomena. After this, in 1676, Romer and Robert Hooke studies the colored pattern found due to this thin film interference. In 1676, the Huygens, the contemporary of Newton, proposed his wave theory of light. According to this theory, light energy is supposed to transfer from one point to another in the form of wave. And Huygens was able to prove the ordinary laws of reflection and refraction on the basis of this wave theory. But this wave theory, was not accepted immediately. The main reason of this theory is that the wave motion is needed medium, but light could travel from sun through the vacuum of space. Uh, but in 1803, Thomas Young demonstrated for the first time the interference of light beams. He also explained the Newton's ring and colors of thin film on the basis of interference of light. And this Thomas Young provided the strong support in the wave theory. In 1808, the Malus developed the polarization of light, which shows the transverse nature of light. In 1815, the Fresnel further developed the wave theory and explained the rectilinear propagation of light, which is the main obstacle in the way to accepting this wave theory. He provided a satisfactory explanation of the diffraction phenomena. Then in 1865, Maxwell proposed his theoretical electromagnetic theory. In 1873, he showed that the speed of electromagnetic wave is equal to the speed of light. In 1887, Hertz confirmed this Maxwell's theoretical prediction. In 1887, Michelson Morley performed the famous ether drift experiment and found that light travels at the same speed irrespective of this position of the earth. Light is a self-sustaining high-energy electromagnetic wave. In 1900, Max Planck in blackbody radiation has shown that the radiation is absorbed and emitted in the form of elementary quanta later known as photon. In 1905, Einstein successfully explained photoelectric effect using the Planck's idea of light photon, and this shows the particle nature of light. In 1924, de Broglie proposed the wave particle duality of matter. Light possesses both wave and particle character. This shows the journey of light from particle to wave, then again to particle. Here we discuss some properties of light which are based on the wave nature of light. The first one is the rectilinear propagation of light. The propagation of light in straight line is known as the rectilinear propagation of light. The shadow formation is the best example of this one. Second one is the reflection of light. When light ray approaches to smooth polished surface and light becomes back, it is called the reflection. This shows this angle of reflection. This angle of reflection is equal to the angle of incidence. Here we say that when surface is smooth, we got the specular reflection, and when this surface is rough, we got the diffuse reflection. Next one is a refraction of light. Refraction of light, this means the bending of light when it passes from one medium to another. When light passes from a rarer medium to denser medium, then it bends towards the normal, and when it passes from denser to rarer, is moves to away from this normal, uh, and this bending of this beam is depends on the refractive indexes of this medium, and or quantitatively described by Snell's law. And next one is the interference of light. When two or more light waves moves in the same direction, then after superposition of these waves, the amplitude of resultant wave is maximum at one point and minimum at other. This phenomena is known as the interference of light. The beautiful color film on soap bubble, and thin film on thin film of oil on water surface when we expose it with white light are the examples of this interference of light. And diffraction of light, the process when light encounters with the obstacle with size close to the wavelength of light, then this apparent bending of this light in small opening of this obstacle and the spreading of this light um, of this light is known as the diffraction of light. Next one is polarization. Almost every luminous object produces light waves whose electric vectors vibrate in all possible directions. And perpendicular with respect to the direction of propagation of this light. If this electric vector are restricted to a single plane by filtration of this beam with specified material like nickel prism or a tourmaline crystal, then this light is referred as the plane polarized, and this phenomena is known as the polarization of light. Next one is the dispersion of light. When white light is passes through a glass prism, or then this splits into the seven colors. Mostly these colors are known as Vibgyor, and this splitting of this light in its constant colors is known as the dispersion. Then it's all about the some properties of light which based on its wave nature. Then thank you for this presentation.